governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
Okay, let's go back to your phone calls, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and talk to Sam in California. Welcome, Sam.
Hi, Alex.
Yes, sir.
All right. So good to talk to you. Yes, I have an opinion on what's going on in the Gulf. What I really wanted to talk about was a new weapon in the Infowars, which I've created.
Ah.
So which one should I talk about?
Whatever you wish, sir.
All right. I am doing a local cable public access television show here in San Rafael, California. I'm calling it Conspiracy TV. The first episode premieres tomorrow. I've been given permission. I'm really excited about this. Please excuse me. I've been given the permission to broadcast the Panama Deception, which I'm sure you're familiar with.
Absolutely. The government was dealing narcotics with Noriega on record. He threatened to blackmail Bush, and there was an overnight invasion claiming that 2 women had been kidnapped. Then it turned out it was totally fake. No one kidnapped them. That's the good old USA.
Oh, yeah. They went in and just killed civilians like they were in the way. And
yeah, they used Puff the Magic Dragon, C-130, with Gatling guns and howitzers, blowing up Panama City. Hoorah! But meanwhile, the bankers are going to financially blow up your wallet, America. You're just as expendable as those people down there in Central America.
Right, right. And the reason I'm calling is because I would like to share with other people my idea about this show. I think it's something that people could do all over the country.
Yeah, everybody can start a show and air clips of other people's documentaries and then analyze it, talk about it, take calls, do a different issue, show a different film every week. That's what I've been doing for 16 years, almost 16 years. I mean, is that your idea?
Yes, yeah, well, yeah, it's a 2-hour show every Saturday night at 10 p.m. on my local cable public access channel. If you don't mind, I'd like to give the
No, that's
station
fine.
number.
You can put flyers out around your town, and anybody else can do this. Sure, go ahead.
Right, it's channel 26 on Comcast cable here in Marin.
But the key is to go around to all the coffee shops and on telephone poles and put up the time and showing and when it's going to happen. I appreciate your call. Good job to hear from you, Sam. Keep it up. What they really need to see is the Obama Deception, Fall of the Republic, Don't Tread on Me, and films like that. But I'm sure they'll be informed by the Panama Deception. That's just kind of ancient history, but it's still important. Let's talk to Ronnie in Texas. Ronnie, go ahead.
Reproceed. Thank you, sir. From fluoridated, illegal, alien-friendly, over-fluoridated Austin, Texas. It's I've got the exaggerated oil slick is just the latest Monica Lewinsky level of distraction in my mind of this tyrannical meltdown of our sacred Constitution. And
but instead, Clinton bombed an aspirin factory in Nigeria to distract from Monica Lewinsky. The oil spill is the distraction from the war on Iran that they're lining up right now, and they don't want us kids talking about.
You're exactly right, and it's the total destruction through crises of our sacred Constitution. And
let me ask you a question, Ronnie. How much devil marijuana have you smoked today?
Oh, I try to stay medicated at all times. But
Ronnie, I appreciate your call. Well, you got the government medicating you through the water and the chemtrails. Why not? Mike in Florida, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hello, Alex.
Hey, bud.
I just called you. I've called to make you aware of something that I've seen on YouTube in Green Cove Springs, Florida, where they have thousands of UN vehicles lining up at a Air Force base there. I wanted to know if you
Well, we
heard
are
anything
getting
about
confirmed reports of foreign troops massing all over the U.S., and I sent my guys to a drill, and they had Polish and Czech troops and others running around trying to take on the U.S. What's the name of the video?
I have the link, and I have emailed it to you through your contact.
All right, I'm going to put you on hold and get the specific name of the video. And we're going to do one segment with Dr. John Coleman, because he isn't feeling well today. He'll be back with us a full hour next week, God willing. And that'll give us time in 3 other segments to take your phone calls and cover the news. Stay with us. Hello, this is Alex Jones with some important questions. If you're going into a battle and they give you a rifle and a sidearm, how much ammunition do you want? My answer would be all I can get. In the battle for freedom and the lives of your loved ones, food is your only ammunition. How much do you want? When do you want it? Now or after the battle starts? When will you need it? Can you buy it without proper identification? Will there be any food? Will it make your children sick? If there's a quarantine and you can't feed yourself, will you go to the gathering center and be immunized? You wipe out all these problems if you have a good food supply. Food is your ammunition to fight for your freedom and your life. How much will you need? We don't know. How much do you want? All you can get. I'm Alex Jones. I want all of you good guys to live to fight another day. Call 1-800-409-5633 or check it out on the web at efoodsdirect.com. Again, that number, 1-800-409-5633.
The question is, where should the American people draw their line in the sand?
What have we got? A republic or a monarchy?
A republic is based on a constitution which protects minority rights.
Not democracy, not mob rule, 2 wolves and a sheep voting on what's for dinner.
So they think they own our land. They think they own our water, children, our education, our money.
We have to define who we are and what we will tolerate.
Somebody's going to ask you what you did during the Patriot Uprising.
You are being warned.
We have the facts. We have the Constitution. We have the Bill of Rights. We have common law. Knowledge is power, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm so excited to be able to offer you Don't Tread on Me. Rise of the Republic. Tyranny is upon us, but liberty and the sleeping giant that is the American people is rising. A new tool in the info war. Don't Tread on Me. Order it at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139 and support independent, patriotic Liberty films. The Fall of America and the Western World is an all-new 10-hour documentary and survival guide rolled into one. In this film, you will see the reasons why our government is failing and what you can do to prepare. Featuring Dr. Paul Craig Roberts, Joseph Farah, David Icke, Naomi Wolf, G. Edward Griffin, Doug McIntyre, Mark Crispin Miller, Mickey Z, Doug Casey, David McElvaney, and myself, Alex Jones. Protect yourself and get the tools you need to protect your family from these difficult times. The Fall of America and the Western World at www.thefallofamerica.net or click on the banners at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. Again, that website's www.thefallofamerica.net or call 800-655-1577. Prepare yourself and the ones you love today. Fallofamerica.net.
From his Central Texas Command Center, deep behind enemy lines, the information war continues. It's Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Well, he's only with us for one segment because he's under the weather, and I'm going to nail down a full hour with him next week. Dr. John Coleman, author of Drug War Against America, What You Should Know About the United States Constitution, Bill of Rights, a separate book. Of course, he's best known for the Conspirators Hierarchy, the Committee of 300, now in its 4th edition, Doctor of Constitutional Law, reportedly worked with, well, you know what, Doc, it's always good to have you because you've done so much. How would you describe yourself best in your bio in this short segment we've got you with us for?
How would I describe myself?
Yes.
Just a very ordinary fellow trying to get information out to the people who need it very badly.
Well, you've put out invaluable info, and we don't have a lot of time with you today because I don't want to twist your arm into a full hour with you being under the weather. But so much is happening. I wanted to get you back on about the globalist hierarchy. But the limited time we have today, they're openly saying they want to attack Iran. They want to board their ships with a blockade, which is an act of war. Looks like that's going to the front burner. I see this oil spill as a diversion while they get their internet censorship